First of all, I came not because this is Poets Against the War, but because this is Poets Against War. It is a very principle that I oppose. I firmly believe that the U.S. has given up on the idea of peace, and I think it's time we begin to... Thank you. I think it's time that we begin to think again in terms of the possibility that peace might be achieved. I'm reminded by this event of the first public speaking I ever did at a demonstration against the Yankee nuclear power plant in Massachusetts in 1979. I was 14 and I was very convincing. And a man came up to me afterwards and said, "Excuse me, are you Dylan Brody's kid?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I met you 8 years ago at a march against the Vietnam War. You were a very small child and you blew my mind by quoting Che Guevara." I don't remember having met the man before that, but I do know what the quotation was, because it hung on a poster on my father's office wall from the time I was very small. Let me just say, at the risk of seeming ridiculous, that the true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. I wrote this poem a week and a half after the attack of 9/11/2001. I came out of Trader Joe's, and a man was wandering around the parking lot putting little paper American flags on all the antennae on the cars. And as I approached him, he was coming toward my car, and I said, "Please don't put that on my car." And he said, "What's the matter? You don't love your country? You don't love your flag?" And I said, "Actually, I do love my country, and I'm fond of the flag. But right now, it's being flown in a spirit of vengeance, a call to violence, and I'm not comfortable flying the flag in that capacity." And with no hint of irony, he said, "This flag is a symbol of peace and the freedoms we hold dear, and I should kick your ass just for talking about it that way." I went home and wrote this poem. It's called War of Words. When jingoism masquerades parading as bold journalism, vast engines spin warm sentiment from woolly facts. Comforting anger draws the cold and shock-numb refugees forward, flag-wrapped in fear. Unknowing, focus pulled ever back, we run from tragic memory, reviewing what we wish we had not seen. The images replay. The Alamo, Pearl Harbor, and the Maine remember all the rhetoric of rage. Then evil's a convenient word to mask our shame. Cleanse hatred with dehumanizing syntax. Phrases turn like lathes to smooth a biting edge from vengeance, shaped for safety, rounded to protect our childish tongues. Incomprehension, felt or feigned, mutes trumpet cries of empathy. Violence seems righteous when the bloody singing blades name justice. Swing wild the steel, sling wide the rhetoric of rage. Now, history goes down to page in letters we deliberately blur. Books record in crisply printed font distorted choices, disavowed in vehemence, guilty protestations of necessity, political or humanist. Morality becomes a password, a shibboleth, conscience liability, when killing is the answer to whatever questions asked. Thus, patriot's the name we give to members of a mob. Unquestion every mind. Lockstep the prose to match. Write nothing but the rhetoric of rage. Thank you.
I'm here with Dylan Brody. We're here at Santa Monica Pier. Today's the end of the LA Marathon, and we're here with the Poets Against War.
Hi, pleased to see you. Thanks for coming out via your computer to the beach today. This is sort of an amazing event. We got Veterans for Peace here who put together Arlington West Memorial every weekend, and a few people who put together Poets Against War to help raise awareness of this whole thing. Couldn't be a better day on the beach. Couldn't be happier to be here, unless, you know, we weren't killing anyone anywhere in the world.
Thanks, man.
Take care, man.
Yeah.